Hello YouTube, Sam here from youtube.com/onlivegamer for the new Boston. And in this tutorial we're going to be talking about streams. Now basically what a stream is it's what you use to exchange data between files, memory, or maybe a network. So you can send bytes of data back and forth. So what we're going to do in this tutorial is write some text to a text file. So we'll go ahead and click New Project. We will select Windows Forms application and we will call it Streams. Okay, so let's go ahead and make this resize it a little bit. So we'll add a text box and we will make it multi-line by clicking the arrow and selecting multi-line. So now we can drag this out and make it a little bit bigger. Let's come up here and add a button. Now we'll set the text of this button to write, and we'll set the name to button write. And we'll set the name of text box 1 to text to write. So now let's go ahead and double click on write to create an event handler for that. So we'll just zoom in some here. Now what we need to do is create a StreamWriters so we can write to a text file. So we'll come up here, and to be able to do that we need to type in imports system.io, and IO stands for input output. So we'll create a new StreamWriter now. So we'll type private my writer as new StreamWriter. And for the arguments we're going to need a path. So I'll just do it in my G drive, and I'll call the file myfile.txt. So it's going to look for this file, and if it doesn't find it, then it's just going to create it for you. So now what we're going to do is let's take the text that the user typed in, and whenever they click write, it'll go ahead and write that to the text file. So we will type mywriter.writeLine, which is similar to the console apps that we learned close to the beginning of the series. So we're going to write line, and we're going to write whatever's in the text box. So text to write dot text. So it's going to write that to the text file. Now there's one problem with this. If we go ahead and click write, and it'll write that to the text file, if we try to open that text file, you're not going to see any changes made to it, because in order for the changes to take place, we're going to have to close that file. So let's move this button over here a little bit. We'll add another button, and we'll set the text to close file. And we'll set the name to button close. So whenever they click close file and they're finished writing, we'll just go ahead and type mywriter.close. So this will close the file, and all of our changes will take effect. Now we'll go ahead and open up my G drive, and you can see that there's no text file in here right now. We'll go ahead and minimize that. Now if we run this, it creates that text file. So you can see that it created my file right here, and currently it doesn't have anything in it. You can see that right there. So we'll close out of that. We'll minimize this. So let's just write hello world. We can write that to it, and we could also have it clear this text box every time we click write, just to make it a little bit more user friendly. Then we'll say just OnLiveGamer. We'll write that, and you can see that whenever we write, it doesn't actually save the changes to our text document. So in order to save the changes, we have to click close file. Now if we come over here and open up my file, we get, looks like we get hello world and OnLiveGamer. So we could change this to save file. That would look a little bit better, but that's just something that you can do. So basically we just made a StreamWriter, and it accessed this file right here, and since it wasn't there, it created it, and then we wrote whatever was in the text box to it, and then when they're done working with it, we click close. so that it will save the changes to that file. So go ahead, practice with some StreamWriters, and then once you've done that, go ahead and move on to the next tutorial.